It's the Dead Panda Podcast, and we talk about stuff such as stand-up comedy, improv comedy, and we ask people to share the feeling.
Okay. Hello and welcome to the Dead Panda Podcast. I'm Luke Westberg.
I'm Michael Graham.
You kid, are you? I thought you were Cthulhu. And we have a very special guest today.
I'm Steven Dente.
Not super special, but special enough.
Yeah. Make the cut.
Yeah. We got 2 microphones today. Moving on up.
Thank you to our beautiful sponsors at we just did this ourselves.
At Anchor and sponsored by Dead Panda Comedy, which is us and Chris and Dylan. Anyway,
So
we'll talk to you.
Where do you we know Steven decently, so what do we even talk to him about? How's it going?
It's going pretty good. Yeah.
Cool. Riveting.
Yeah, it's been good lately. Yeah, I mean, I could expand on that. Probably 2 or 3 more words.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So how did you get your starts in stand-up comedy or comedy in general?
Yeah. It's a good question. And there's only one answer. And that's the truth.
You did it for the chicks, right?
Yeah.
That's why we all get into comedy. Really.
Yeah. Well, I did, so actually it started, I think, I did a speech and debate class in my freshman year of high school. And there was there were different types of speeches you would give. And so one of them was it was called a humorous interpretation or whatever. So I did a scene from Dumb and Dumber that I really liked for that. I mean, I was essentially just imitating Jim Carrey, but it made people laugh because he's funny.
Yeah.
Do you have a good Jim Carrey impression? Because I think your voice is in the same register as his.
I can do an impression of him doing that, in his that stand-up thing that he was on. I'm gonna try
The
it.
stand-up thing he was on? Just normal stand-up comedy?
He did a little stand-up.
Yeah.
Okay, you know that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or you could do an Ace Ventura if you want.
I'll just do him
Mask.
saying Louis Anderson.
Okay, so an impression of him doing an impression?
No, just an impression of him saying Louis Anderson's name.
Okay.
All right.
If that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna close my eyes.
All right. Louis Anderson, ladies and gentlemen.
That's
That's not bad.
Okay,
That
yeah.
works.
All right. Yeah.
Alrighty then.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I can kind of do the rubber face. That's about it.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Move around.
Yeah.
When we're doing improv, I get way more into it because you get that. You really can encompass the
faces.
movements and stuff, and I'm like, oh, it's easy to talk like it when you can really feel him out. And
Yeah. You start to you physically kind of inhabit.
yeah, then I think that's when I can do a better Jim Carrey. But if we're just sitting down, I can do a really good Robert De Niro.
Oh, okay. You want to do it?
Why not?
Yeah.
No words.
Yeah.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah. That's good. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, but the original, so there was I did some scene from Dumb and Dumber, and then I think that class made me just feel I like to argue and stuff, but I also just I just wanted to perform really. So then I did theater class the next year, and then I did that for the rest of high school, and did improv and sketches in that class and stuff, and so it was just really fun. That's kind of where it started.
Yeah, I took a speech and debate class that really led me into the same thing. Then I took every class that I was even in the same orbit.
Right.
Film appreciations and different kind poetry and Shakespeare as a literature class and all sorts of just because and anything but drama, honestly.
Right.
I went to one audition and we did a scene from Broken Flowers starring Bill Murray, and it was overly dramatic and nobody was into it, and it was the only good acting, but we weren't over the top like caricatures like everybody else was doing. Like people were coming out doing a little rubber Batman mask, doing Christian Bale as Batman, like where is she? And like we were really acting, and they were like, we don't think you guys will fit in.
Yeah, I only got 1 C in all of college, and it was in speech class because a good portion of our grade was like this group speech we were doing together, and part of our grade was like we have to rate other people in our group, and then I think like I did a decent amount of work, but then like this one chick in our group like trashed everyone else in the group.
She was expecting everyone else to trash.
Yeah, well, like she wanted to do like all the fucking work herself, and then like she gave me a terrible rating for whatever reason.
I never really liked those.
And I was like barely into the C's. Yeah, hate her.
Yeah.
Shout out to that chick.
Yeah, I don't remember her name, but I can picture her face.
Her. Oh, I thought like okay. I thought you were saying good picture. It sounded like you weren't gonna say face, and I was like, what? Sorry.
Face. Yeah, I don't know what else I would have said.
I can picture her breasts. Yeah, I don't know.
No,
I'm sorry.
she didn't have those.
There was a weird stall, and I tried to. I'm sorry. Steven, what? So you're working on anything new?
Well, I'm trying to get a 25-minute set going for the Dead Panda show, first anniversary. Plug here,
yeah, you can't see this hardly.
Yeah.
But February 28th, we have Steven Dente and then Joe Bagley from San Jose. He's been on a couple of our shows, but no more than 10 minutes. So this one, we're gonna see him on a 25-minute spot to close out the night. So it'll be really good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, if you haven't seen Steven, come and check it out. I really like your comedies because it's almost like almost an internal monologue, but in joke form.
Interesting. Yeah.
Like, it sounds like very much like this is what I'm thinking about. Like.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that it's like it definitely. So much of it is like my thoughts, I think, and I think that, when I first started out, obviously, like your thoughts are kind of like not as original, or at least you're not like really tapping into the originality. And I think lately I've been feeling more like I'm getting more into my thought, and it's not even just your thoughts; it's like your way of, the way that your thoughts actually like translate verbally, which is kind of interesting because I think part of that's, obviously, like some of my favorite comedians, like it's not even so much what they're saying, but just the way that they say it. Yeah. In the words that they would use are just kind of funny.
And you sort of have your own like style of delivery that you, pretty much stick to for the most part.
Yeah, I think that I started off pretty like rigid, I guess, as far as like, okay, I'm standing on stage and I'm going to tell you jokes, as opposed to, that's not something that I think that's more just out of the anxiety of doing stand-up.
Yeah, that's really the easiest way to get started is like, here's the setup, here's the punchline.
Yeah. And I think that but I think you want to, I feel like you want to incorporate more like physical stuff into your performance and more energy and more commitment to like whatever act out you're doing or something.
And that's all stuff you can tack on later.
Yeah. Right.
Like recently we've been talking about how Cy Looney's been killing it, and one thing I've noticed, like he used to have a pretty flat delivery. Now he like puts a lot more emotion into everything, stuff like that.
Yeah, I saw him last night, and he was like, he was just like fully committing to what he was doing. Just like tons of energy, and like it's pretty cool to watch.
It will be a featured comic on the 28th, so looking forward to that.
I'm not on the first anniversary celebration.
You want 5 minutes? We might have room.
Yeah, I'll go because I'm supporting. Thanks for the scraps. Actually, the night before I'm actually hosting, or the night after, the week before I'm hosting the improv. So like, come and see that. And I like the improv. It's been making me good there lately because less people have been signing up. So sign up for that open mic. And like I had to do 20 minutes because nobody showed up. Like,
Oh,
6
really?
people signed up, and so I wasn't ready. So I was like 5 minutes of newer stuff on the top because I was going to try some new stuff. And then I was like, and then 15 minutes on the back end of old stuff. And
Oh,
like,
nice.
Yeah, and like everybody, it's the same amount of crowd too, but nobody was signed up. So
did everybody?
That was
Did all
December,
the comics
or-
get to just do
Mhm.
pretty much as long as they wanted? or-
yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, Ben was like, we're still gonna light him and get him off, and I was, he was like, I don't mind getting out of here early.
yeah. That's cool.
But yeah, that was fun. And me and Terrell, we were probably the most practiced of the two on there, and we both did pretty well.
Uh-huh.
And
That's a cool room.
it is a cool room.
Yeah.
So.
And that's every third Thursday. Just email renoimprov@gmail.com if you'd like to get on that.
Yeah.
They're limited to 12 performers plus the host, I believe.
Yeah, they remember their friends though.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
they remember their enemies more. I don't know.
Yeah.
Definitely. So it was Steven and I, up until this week, we were co-workers, and I heard that you saw something interesting outside of work the other day.
Saw something interesting outside of work.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Not off the top of my head.
Motorcycle?
Oh yeah. I saw an accident. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was rough. Yeah, there was just an accident right outside of the office on Virginia Street, and it's pretty bad. Yeah, but
So do you know exactly what happened, or?
a truck hit a motorcycle as they were pulling out of something, and it was.
Okay. Did you go up to the guy?
I went to go check it out to see if he needed help and whatever, but the cops and the paramedics came pretty quickly and
Okay.
were able to help him out, and I don't know what the damage was, but he was moving his legs and a little bit of his arm, so that was good. Yeah.
Yeah, Cachet said after he hit this truck, he was just on the ground, just gasping for air, like he was having a panic attack. But I think he's pretty much okay. He's wearing a neck brace, so that's all that
so
I
they
know.
actually got an update on it.
Yeah, that's all I know.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
But you can see outside of our window at work, they have all this spray paint on the ground to show what happened and who's made a turn where.
Like a forensic.
Yeah, exactly.
So I guess my question for that would be, when you guys see something like that right out of your work, how do you turn it into material?
I didn't have any initial comedic reactions, but I certainly, because I think that in that situation, the fear was that this person might be dead, so
Yeah,
I was checking that whole thing, but I guess maybe you could go in several different directions with
You could Kobe Bryant that joke there.
Yeah. There's a lot of different things you could do.
Too soon, Luke.
Yeah. I was commenting on it. I wasn't making a joke.
Have some decorum. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Yeah. You get used to it in the Reno comedy scene.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
definitely.
Our open mic last week, we saw some swings and misses, let's call them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you're gonna tell a Kobe joke, let's make it original or something. Yeah.
Or
Have a hot take on that.
if you are going to do it, make sure it's make sure it's the best Kobe joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes it's hard to know,
Yeah. It's got to be the Michael Jordan of Kobe jokes.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. It can't be merely a LeBron level.
No, it's not quite.
Yeah.
Not quite.
Yeah. Well, and I think it's just, you gotta. It just seems like, people, whatever is the new thing, like coronavirus, I've been seeing a lot of jokes about that. It's topical, I guess.
Yeah.
I wrote a really good topical joke on Thursday, but I don't know how long it'll last.
Yeah.
Probably
You don't know how long the news story will
Like
last?
the shelf life of it.
Of the joke itself, because it was completely like just bring up like impeachment hearings, bring up coronavirus, bring up Kobe a little bit. Like it was just like so much stuff going on in the first month of January. Nobody's talking about National Treasure 3 getting remade.
Yeah, but, well, you can update with that.
With Nicolas Cage
Yeah.
attached?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
When does that come out?
he's
Next
attached?
year or this
Oh,
year?
I think they're filming this year, or it's coming out this year. I have no idea, honestly.
Okay.
Other
So
than I
that
saw a headline.
Probably could have a year of shelf life, depending.
Not only is Nicolas Cage attached, but he is clinging on. Yeah. Yeah. I would say.
Like some money.
Well,
Yeah.
he did win an Academy Award.
Yeah. Yeah. Leaving Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was a downer.
Yeah, the theory is that Nicolas Cage is good in good movies and bad in bad movies.
Huh.
I don't know. But are they good because he's good? Like,
Yeah, that's interesting. He's like a fair weather actor.
yeah.
Yeah, he needs all the conditions to be.
Or maybe
perfect.
he's just always awful. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's just one of those things where like sometimes his bad acting like verges on something. There's this movie called Vampire's Kiss that he made. There's a bunch of movies that he made in like the 90s that were like where he was just being completely like out there and eccentric, but it actually like, was almost like brilliant. Like he was in Leaving Las Vegas. He was in Leaving Las Vegas. He was in another movie called Honeymoon in Vegas, which is like a rom-com from like '96. That's super funny with Sarah Jessica Parker, and he does like a really good job in that too. Anyways,
Are there any like terrible actors that you like? For me, in college, I always used to rent a bunch of Jason Biggs movies.
oh,
They were
yeah.
all like mediocre and like slightly funny, and he sort of plays the same character, just some awkward, goofy guy.
Yeah,
Like,
sort of. Yeah, like.
but they were all like enjoyable to a degree, and I appreciated that.
What were the aside from American Pie? Like, what were the other Biggs movies?
Oh my god. There's yeah, they're all like not memorable at all. But
the
there's
Biggs
like
canon,
Saving
yeah.
Silverman. There was
Oh, yeah.
Loser.
That was where he's wearing like that like old trucker hat. Or whatever.
And those were it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
that Woody
my
Allen
best
one.
friend's girlfriend or something like that.
There's it's the Dane Cook one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh man, I forgot. My crazy ex-girl. No, that's like a show, I think.
Good Luck. It wasn't Good Luck Chuck, was it? Dane Cook.
It was in that era.
Yeah, of the 5 Dane Cook movies.
The 5 Dane Cook movies. There was like Mr. Brooks, which like was him trying to take a serious turn.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
with Kevin Costner.
Yeah.
I think that he got snuffed for the Craigslist Killer. I think he should have got that one.
Oh yeah, he got snuffed for it. Yeah.
Yeah. I tried watching the movie Waiting, which he's in.
I love
the other-
Waiting.
Yeah, like I remember loving Waiting, but then I tried watching it. I got like 15 minutes in. I'm like, really didn't laugh yet.
Oh,
Yeah, I
really?
feel
You just
like-
didn't like seeing your doppelganger, Justin Long. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Well, I was listening to it, and it just sounded like it was written by film students. Like, it's an independent film, so it probably was. I just didn't think that it's super rigid. I don't like the writing in it at all.
Waiting or
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, it's so relatable, but not really, because nobody fucking interacts like this at all. Like,
yeah, like half the movie is just about like guys showing each other their genitals, which
Yeah.
I,
Which you're a big fan of, but the rest of it you didn't really like.
yeah.
yeah.
That was the high point.
highlight.
Yeah.
And like, not quite sure if the genitals you see in the movie are real or if they're prop genitals. Like,
Well, I thought Ryan Reynolds was really funny in it.
yeah.
And like I had like Luis Guzman.
That's
he was, like,
Pete
one of the
Reynolds,
cooks.
yeah.
He was funny.
Yeah, Luis Guzman is the redeeming factor of
Yeah. Well,
that
and David
and,
Koechner. And David Koechner.
David Koechner,
He was
too,
like,
yeah.
he was like the restaurant manager who's like hitting on the hostess or whatever.
He
Oh,
plays
yeah.
such a good scumbag. I
Yeah.
love him.
Yeah.
And I just want to say also another props to Luis Guzman for being the only redeeming part to most of the early 2000s Adam Sandler movies.
Yeah. He's sort of the appreciated.
He's an unsung hero.
Yeah, of all the Guzmans, he's definitely the most underrated.
Yeah.
I would say.
Guzman, I'd choose you.
Yeah. He was in a lot of, like, I don't know if you guys know, like Paul Thomas, like Boogie Nights,
Mm-hmm.
Magnolia. He's in a lot of those Paul Thomas Anderson movies. He's really funny. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know what brought up Waiting or... Oh, Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
National Treasure 3.
This is how conversations
Kobe
work. They're
Bryant
just like,
brought up Nicolas
Yeah.
Cage.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think that the first National Treasure, I mean, it's a pretty cool concept. I love the idea of, like, treasure hunting, personally.
The only unbelievable part is that Nicolas Cage could get the girl in it. Like, the first interaction where they introduced the unnecessary B plot of, like, this girl's gonna like me.
Yeah.
That's the least believable part of the movie.
The most believable part is that Nicolas Cage lives with his dad, Sean Point. Yeah. Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, he's an interesting guy because I feel like the cool thing about his acting is that I feel like whatever character he's playing, he still has the same issues that Nicolas Cage has. That makes sense.
Yeah, but just that he has bees living in his
Yeah.
head.
Ah, the bees, ah.
Yeah. My dad was like a huge my dad like borderline idolized Nicolas Cage. Yeah.
Why do you think that was?
I don't know. Like,
He had a run, man. He had The Rock. He had Face Off.
Con Air?
Con Air.
It was that early stuff though. It was like the early like he did, like his first appearance was in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. As like the cook in the burger joint. And at that time he was Francis Ford Coppola because he changed his name because he didn't want to be perceived as benefiting from nepotism.
Yeah, exactly.
Even though that was what was happening. Yeah.
I guess Sofia Coppola ruins the third Godfather. Apparently she was like a terrible actor or something.
Oh, I think it must have been the third one.
Yeah, it was the
that's
third
the
one.
one that's kind of not really.
Yeah, I think I've just watched the first two, honestly.
Yeah, I remember. I watched the third one just like when I watched all three of them together, and I just remember not caring for it.
Yeah, Sofia Coppola is more of like a director now. So.
Yeah, she did like Lost in Translation, which I haven't seen, but I've heard is really good.
Yeah, I watched it. It was slow but interesting, I think.
Yeah.
And you see some butt.
Okay.
Bill Murray.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. I feel like he's so admired that.
Yeah, if you're gonna put him in a movie with Scarlett Johansson, I'd still kind of rather see Bill Murray's butt.
Yeah. It's definitely the more rare find.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, have you seen Father of the Year with Robin Williams?
No.
Oh yeah, that's one of his later films.
Uh-huh.
It did nothing in the box office, but it was sort of like an underrated gem, I think. But he does full frontal nudity in that.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh okay. Yeah, maybe I'll
why
check
are
it
you
out.
covering your face?
So I don't.
You want to do your Robin Williams?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
do you have an impression?
It's not very good.
Nah.
Oh okay.
I didn't.
Oh, it's me, Robin Williams.
I like it. Yeah. That actually,
You're the next Roger Cabler.
yeah.
I'm coming for you, Sandy Solario.
I
That's
can
a
do-
Reno inside joke.
I can do an impression of Robin Williams' hands. Just that mine are also hairy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Put that on the Instagram.
Yeah.
Here's my impression of Robin Williams' hands.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, he was a good actor.
Yeah, definitely.
Very versatile.
Yeah, and I was recently impressed with Bill Burr's acting. He was in The Mandalorian. It wasn't a jokey role at all. It was a serious role. So, yeah, Robin Williams is. Him and Jim Carrey are definitely. Well, they can be super funny in movies, but they can also be great comedic or dramatic actors as well, which I really respect.
Yeah, they're the ones that they're just so kind of Eddie Murphy, who's he hasn't really done much dramatic stuff, but as far as just his ability, just the natural ability to just be funny is just kind of
yeah,
and to just take on any role. Like I guarantee, like I feel like Eddie Murphy, if he wanted to do serious acting, he'd be really good at it, just because he just has that like ability.
Yeah, I think Coming to America 2 is coming out this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Eddie Murphy Renaissance. He's starting up stand-up comedy again. He did SNL.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, he hasn't been back to SNL like since
When he started,
80s or not. Well,
when you started saying that, I thought it was a bit with Coming to America too. And
no, it's a real thing.
Oh, I'm excited for it then. All right.
Yeah.
I wasn't a huge fan of the first one. I know it's like a classic, but I just remember being like, why is Arsenio Hall even in this? Like, it was kind of, you know.
And on that note, we're gonna ask ourselves, why is Arsenio Hall in anything? And take a quick break.
We should have him on the podcast.
He's not busy.
Yeah. All right, break time.
It kind of transcends everything, really.
I'm feeling a little outed, like against my will, but yeah, all right, I got a thing for dinosaurs. It's a sex thing. Did you guys see that show? I forgot what it was called. I think it was just called Dinosaurs, where they were like people in costumes. And it was like,
baby.
yeah, I'm the baby, you gotta love me.
I didn't see that, no.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I watched that.
It was part of my sexual awakening when I was a toddler.
Oh, okay.
We only had 3 channels.
Yeah, I know it.
Yeah, I had two.
I had, like,
NBC,
5.
CBS is what I had.
Yeah. I remember
Small market.
You guys didn't have PBS?
Oh yeah, we had
PBS was a classic. Do you guys remember Zoom?
Zoom. What's Zoom?
Come on and Zoom, come on and Zoom, come on and Zoom.
What kind of shit?
It was essentially like young teenagers whose like clearly like parents were working late, and they had a show, and they would. There was no supervision at all on the show. There was just like kids who put on the show, and they'd have like different segments. They'd do like Mad Libs and like, they'd be like, you know, they do like little riddle. I don't know.
Was this like the local PBS or was it like
no?
a
It was like
nationally?
national. It was like there was like even a part where they're like Boston, Mass, because you could like write to them or send them hate mail or whatever. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood on that.
Oh, okay.
Sesame Street.
Yeah.
We watched.
And
Where is Carmen San Diego?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
In
Yeah.
the world is Carmen San
Arthur.
And
Oh man, don't even get me started on Arthur, man. If I ever see Arthur, kid better watch his fucking back.
Oh yeah. Yeah. He's inflammatory.
we got Geordie LaForge on Reading Rainbow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
LeVar Burton.
Yeah, I know.
LeVar,
Let's call him Geordie LaForge.
Oh okay.
Because that's what he was on Star Trek.
Oh okay. Oh yeah. I
The dude with the visor or whatever.
Yeah.
Not a big Trekkie or...
No, I don't know. I haven't seen any of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. It's about this. It's about this post-economy world, so where everybody's more motivated by their ambition and this natural like inkling for humanity to explore and like go out and really see what humanity's capable of, and study and help new, strange.
Yeah.
I'm really giving the synopsis on Star Trek. You can stop me at any time.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
and like, they've always been pretty progressive. Like, it's like, whoa, like this white man is like at the same level as this black woman. Like, for the 60s, it's like, oh, holy crap.
Oh,
Yeah.
Actually, Jackie and I were watching it. It's not as
quite
progressive as you.
Well, like, she's on the bridge.
But it
That's-
doesn't like take place in the future.
Yeah, it's in the future, but it was
But so they could.
from the 60s.
But so they were sort of anticipating being progressive.
But at the same time, like.
Still
then
some
not.
sexism.
But at the same time, the women knew their place on the Enterprise.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, like, the show, I think, original series is pretty sexist in general.
Oh, yeah.
There's not, like, a colored alien that Kirk wouldn't bang. I don't think.
That's true.
I
Yeah.
think green are the best.
Now, Steven, you're our guest. What color alien would you not bang?
Oh man. No, I don't know. I don't have any color.
I mean, like,
preferences. Yeah.
Yeah, just imagine, like,
I'm
It's a
handling.
normal
I'm taking that
looking
question like a politician.
humanoid.
Yeah.
But
I'm taking
like,
that question like Pete Buttigieg. Yeah.
Yeah, like, a red chick, like, that's just too demonic. I don't think I'd be down with it.
Fucking
But blue?
racist.
Could get down with some blue.
Mm-hmm.
You're a racist. I don't see color was the right answer. So tell us more about. Tell us how you are kind of kicked off the genesis of Wolfpack comedy in a weird way. I don't know the story.
Yeah. So this was So after I graduated high school, you know, I pretty much like was not sure if I was ever going to do comedy or performing again. So I went to UNR and was just like an undeclared major, and then me and two of my best friends at the time, we were like, oh, we should create a comedy troupe. Colin Mock and Ryan Nelson, and so we like got, you know, we got club status at the university so that we could like, which is technically what you needed to be able to like put on shows at the like on campus, and so then we would put on these like semester long or you know every semester shows, and they'd be like an hour and a half long.
Wow.
You know, like a sketch variety show. So we would do
an hour and a half comprising of 3 people.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So we would sometimes get an extra actor here and there to like help us out. And you know, like my dad, for instance, hosted the shows, so he would like, you know, host, and then we would do like, we had like 2 short films that we would usually show that we would make like comedy shorts, and then we do like 4 or 5 sketches. We do like Colin and I would do like a musical comedy piece, and then we do some improv. So we did everything except stand up.
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of, and we did that for like 2 years. And we always like, all 3 of us really like always wanted to do stand up, but it was just kind of like that scary thing that we never really, you know.
And so on your guys' way out or something, like somebody else just picked up the torch and then it grew from its own?
Yeah, I'm not really sure like how that ended up, you know, I don't know if because there was a Wolfpack Comedy Troupe and we were a club, but we didn't really allow like any other members to join the club. And we sort of did that by design but we still got like other people's signatures to like sign that they were in the club so that we could still be officially a club.
Nice.
But they were just people that had no interest in doing comedy. They were just our other friends who didn't have any interest in doing comedy. So that was like sort of the loophole how we got the club status. But we didn't want it to be something where like anybody could perform because we liked working with each other. So
Totally.
that was kind of like the way that was. And then yeah, it wasn't until like several years, like 5 years or so after we disbanded the other Wolfpack comedy.
Okay.
So it wasn't like a direct.
Oh no, I didn't even know that there was such a thing until a few years ago or a couple years ago. Yeah, so it's kind of cool. But
All right.
Yeah. How did your dad get roped into hosting or?
well, he wanted. I mean, he just wanted to be like involved any way that he could. Like he used to do improv and sketch and
Okay.
that kind of stuff, and he always wanted to do stand up too. So that was actually kind of like a weird thing. Like he gave me like a stand up book, that one that I let you borrow.
Yeah. I saw a lot of his notes in there.
Yeah. The setups are kind of personal. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I tried not to read most of it.
yeah.
Oh god. Well then I don't want to ask, but like the question is looming. Were the setups about like going out with your mom or anything like that?
No. He'd have like for instance, he had like a setup about like having a receding hairline, which was kind of crazy because like you know I have like a big bit on that myself, and so like I felt like I kind of, and he didn't really get to writing too many punchlines because it's like a workbook where you know kind of guides you along into like developing an act, and I read that. He gave it to me when I was in high school. It's a really good book. It's called I think Stand Up Comedy by Judy Carter.
Yeah.
I think it's like definitely one of the better books out there. Anyways, yeah, so it was just kind of cool to see some of the things that he was thinking of trying to write jokes about that he never kind of ended up doing. But then I ended up writing jokes about them sort of unrelated, like not even really knowing that he had done that. But yeah, so yeah, he had done all those things, and then you know we told him we were creating a group, and then so he just came on to host like the shows, which was cool. And so
Yeah, it's really cool when you get to like bond with your parents in that sort of way. Like I guess with my father, like the thing we like doing together most is probably like rock climbing.
Yeah.
So it's always really nice when we get to climb together. He's like gonna be 69 this year, and he's still like a lot stronger than I am.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's
yeah.
crazy.
That's awesome. Yeah. No, it is cool because you obviously like the same. I mean, we would watch comedy movies and stuff all the time, and that was like sort of like a bonding thing.
Yeah.
So that's kind of. I mean, I wouldn't be doing comedy. I'm sure.
Yeah, Michael into math, obviously.
Yeah, you guys just do that together. Yeah.
Yeah, no, mine's honestly, it's more like close to like comedy became a kind of a currency in our family. Like it became a way to like get attention and like have a common ground with like my dad is super kind of a quiet guy like growing up, but then like he opens up like he's opened up more since I've started doing comedy, and like he's just like I've always liked it. He's like I couldn't do it. I'm too nervous. And well, I'm glad that it's a great unifier.
Yeah. Has he wanted to do like stand up? Is that like something he's thought about?
My dad, if you watch his dad, you're being a lazy bitch. Right? Like he's always like, I have a great idea, and I'm like, well, write it down and keep it. Like, he's like, well, no.
It's kind of a pain in the ass, like writing your every thought down and recording it.
Yeah.
I have like hundreds of bits I've recorded just on my phone and voice recorder that I haven't gotten around to listening to. I've worked my way through some of them, and some of them are like crap that I've just spoken at 4 a.m. Some of them make no sense, but then some I'm like, oh, I was actually really good, and I've just been sitting on this for 6 months.
It's so hard, like to know like when something is just stupid, because like the same mind that comes up with something good comes up with something just stupid.
Yeah.
And so it's like, it's kind of a weird.
Well, on that note, I'm going to try to shoehorn in some improv here, but I have an idea for it.
Oh.
You have experience with improv. You were in our level 1 class.
A little bit.
You're familiar with the games, and you're familiar with directing sketches. So why don't we do a game of like director? So me and Luke will start a scene, and you stop us and give us direction on making it better.
Okay.
So what I
So
need
we're acting
first,
as if we're in a movie?
Yeah. We're gonna be actors in a movie. Steve is the director. All I need for you is to give us the title of the movie.
All right, and it's just like a completely original title.
Yeah. No, it doesn't have to be.
How about Gregory's house?
I can work with this.
Okay.
Gregory, you gotta come out of your house.
I like it in here.
It is a nice house, but you never let anybody else in there.
Yeah, it's so cozy. It's my tiny home. Just me and my poodle, Snuffles.
You love that dog more than you love the world. You've got issues.
Yes, I do. You can come in my house as long as you take off your shoes and wipe your feet and take off your socks and wash your feet.
Like I'm some sort of a Japanese man?
Yes. Act like you're a Japanese businessman trying to sound like a vacuum.
It's gonna get pretty racist, but alright if you insist. Really, you're backing me into the corner here.
Yes.
There's no way
right.
I want to do this, but I'll do it.
Cut.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Ooh.
I was gonna get really racist.
Yeah.
Sorry, I went a little off script there.
Yeah. Well, my main critique is that you didn't get racist sooner. Yeah. No, I'm just joking. No, I thought both of you guys couldn't. Should I do like a feedback sandwich?
Or what should we like do?
So
or
the
yeah, you
things you
should
did
do a
well.
feedback sandwich.
The things you did well.
This is your vision. How do we bring it to life?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that you. So I think you guys are committed to your characters.
Yeah, there was a lot of holes in the script, like that we kind of had to fill in the blanks.
Yes. I mean, I think that you created like somewhat of a backstory.
Yeah.
I'm
obviously like neurotic. And
right.
stuff.
There's like kind of bordering on like maybe hoarding.
OCD, like very cleanliness
oriented. Yeah. And then there was a clear tension in the scene immediately.
Yeah. I wanted him to come out and, not be afraid of the world. That his home, his safety was also his prison.
Yeah. So there was like conflict right there, which was good. But you guys are skilled improvisers, so conflict, no stranger to you. Yeah.
No stranger.
So if we're to do a second take, how can we punch it up?
So I think maybe to get into what it is about leaving the house that's so frightening to you.
Okay.
Okay, I think I've got this.
Interesting.
You prematurely ejaculated once.
Oh, yeah, but it was in front of my crush, Cindy Lou Who.
You were both kids. It's okay now.
I don't know.
She's living her life. You gotta live yours. Come out of that tiny house.
Yeah, but I was wearing Umbro soccer shorts and it just bounced off my knee and it glanced off the knee and it hit Cindy.
It was hilarious. I remember.
No, it was so embarrassing and I've never been with a woman.
Well, it's not too late to be with a man. Open this door.
And scene.
Nice.
Okay.
Way to put a nice bow on it at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're 0 for 3 in improv scenes being cut.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Yeah. Well, like part of it, it's scenes on a boat where like you basically are two people sitting there and you can't really move around or do much. So I don't know. If we keep doing this podcast for a while,
Eventually,
we're gonna get good at this.
Yeah.
Because we've had some pretty stellar improv shows. But
Oh, you can
It's
see
very
us on
different,
February 14th
yeah.
and 15th.
Yes, Bad Horse. We're super fun. We got crazy characters, crazy situations. And this Friday, I will be making my return to Pioneer Underground.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah. big
Yeah, I'm in the
announcement.
third round of auditions for Comedy Collective, so they're...
Oh, yeah. So you made callback or
Yeah.
second callbacks?
Yeah, I got through the second callback, and now they're trying me out and other people out in a live show to see how we do in front of an audience.
Oh wow!
So
Congratulations.
yeah, it's been since your first night hosting at the Underground, that was the last time I performed there. So.
Oh yeah,
We'll
that
see,
was opening for Dat Fan.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we'll see.
Come see Luke at the
I
comedy.
would like
Collective.
to be on the There Goes the Neighborhood comedy competition. So,
Yeah.
which, yeah, that was before. Yeah. So
Uh-huh.
Steven won that competition, and then shortly thereafter you started performing there, I think.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, like a week or two after. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
So-
like, "Hey Steve, let's talk."
Yeah.
Hey
Yeah.
bro,
Yeah. So.
you at the university?
Yeah. I
Anyway.
remember that. Yeah. So I've been there for like 6 months or something now.
Oh, I thought it was
July.
like more than that.
July, August, September, October, November, December, January. 7 months.
Yeah, I performed there for a little over a year.
Yeah.
I did about 6 months as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, yeah, it's a good club. There's a lot of good rooms in town.
It's a great.
Yeah.
I always felt like at an open mic, if you try a joke and it doesn't work, like you don't really know that it's bad, or if it does well, you don't really know that it's good. But if there's a Friday or Saturday night crowd that's fairly sizable and you get like nothing, you know that's probably not a good joke, or you're just not doing it quite right. So it was a good bellwether, which I kind of miss having that.
I completely agree with that. Because the biggest barometer I have for how good anything new I try is if I can make the comics at open mics that don't pay attention, if I can make them listen, even if they're not laughing, if I can get them to perk up while I'm on there, I'm like, this is on to something, just working from here.
Well, and I mean, I think that Reno now has like such a cool open mic scene where, it's more than just comics, but like people are actually coming to watch the open mics, like the Emerson and the new Coffee and Comics one, like those two new ones. Those are, just like I did the last 2 nights there, and like they were both just like 20 or more people not performing comedy watching.
Like they were there for that, or were they just there?
Some of them were there for that, and then some were just there and then tuned in, kind of thing. But they were tuned in.
That's
like
awesome.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't know what other scene in any other city that would like you would have that kind of like opportunity in an open mic scene. Because I've performed in some other cities at open mics, and it's all just like, it's almost like seems like people are trying not to laugh, and it's like, and then when you do it here, it's like it seems so much more like supportive, and
Well, that's because of people like this guy right here.
Yeah.
And really, like, showing, like, the only way to really grow a scene is to by actually actively supporting it. So get out and watch shows. Go help your friends out.
Yeah. Rena's got a cool scene.
Yeah, I think that we got comedians that could go and do spots anywhere probably. Like, we've some people really ready for getting booked in other places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been trying, like when I first started, I was booking like people who were already like headliners and stuff, and now I'm giving people that like are talented an opportunity to do like 25 minutes. So yeah, people like Austin Baca and then Steven, and then I have some other people in mind who I think can do 25 minutes, but it's just like you don't get that opportunity like ever.
My birthday's in March. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just throwing that out there. It's not a hint.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, people a lot of times don't
Maybe
even get
March comedy slice, you could do 15 or something like that.
Mhm.
I think that makes sense.
We'll see.
Yeah.
How
Yeah,
much,
March we have Dave Mancarelli. He's gonna be headlining. So.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
cool.
Maybe I would do a few minutes because I've been wanting Dave to see me because like.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have that fully booked up. So.
March Dead Panda is
Yeah.
Dave McRilly?
Mhm.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I've never. Yeah. I've basically seen him host a couple times. So. And he was saying like he never really does long sets around here, so I think he should be able to get some people out to see him because the closest he does headlining sets would, I think he did Carson one time, and then he goes to like the Improv in South Lake Tahoe.
He did. That's funny. If you say he did Carson.
Yeah. Not Johnny Carson,
I did
but Carson Comedy Club.
Carson City. Yeah.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
coming up at Carson Comedy Club, they have the Clean Comedy Challenge. What do you make of that?
Oh.
Did you see that post on?
I did Leno. I performed on linoleum. Yeah. The Carson Comedy. Oh wait, what is it? The Clean Comedy.
Yeah, the
contest?
Clean Comedy Challenge, I think, is the name of it.
It is a challenge. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Well, like they kind of have a different setup where like all these festivals, it's like you pay anywhere from $20 to $60 or more dollars to like send in your audition tape and get them to watch it. Like I did a couple in 2018, didn't hear back from anything.
Yeah.
But then this one you pay $289 and then you're guaranteed to get on.
You're guaranteed to get on the
Yeah,
competition?
because they only accept like 24 people total.
So how do they determine of all the people? Let's say they have 28 who are willing to pay.
I assume they don't fill up the 24 because it's kind of like seems like a big upfront investment.
Yeah.
So and like not everyone does clean comedy. So
Right.
yeah.
But if you want to get atop the comedy pyramid scheme, then
Glad
You
somebody
have to-
said it.
yeah. Well, I mean, it does seem like.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know
Like-
when 19-year-old girls, here, listen up. If you're trying to get booked as a model, don't pay to get people to find you something to get booked on. Just go get booked. Go to an agency.
Yeah.
They'll pay you.
Yeah. Comedy definitely. I just feel like of all the things that you shouldn't have to pay to do, and I mean, I get it.
Like there are paid spots on places. Like if you need five, like if there's an open mic that's continually getting full, I would do $5, maybe 10.
Yeah.
But I would not pay $289 to be on a like if
Yeah. It just seems
if it
like
was a
lot of
big
money.
show where I had to pay for my own travel, then I'd probably pay for my own travel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can't always like go to places expecting to come out positive on the trip. 'Cause
Right.
It's just not gonna happen if you're getting like driving to San Francisco and getting $15. Yeah,
Right.
unless you're crashing on someone's couch and like
Unless you're taking
have a
Flixbus.
free ride. Yeah.
Yeah.
Flixbus, that's
Yeah,
key.
Flixbus, you'll
That's gonna be key this year.
You'll make money and lose sleep.
They,
Yeah.
they pay you to ride Flixbus.
Yeah. I'm a proud sponsor of Flixbus.
Now
I've
only been on it
Can
once.
I like do an endorsement of Flixbus even though they're not paying anything
That's
to this
fine.
podcast?
Totally.
Well, good for them. Their FlixBuses are normally green, but for some reason the one that came and picked us up was like white and didn't have FlixBus anywhere on it except on a printed out piece of paper taped to the window.
FlixBus.
FlixBus, yeah. So that was pretty cool.
Nice. They're so popular they had to use other people's buses.
Yeah.
That's the deal.
Yeah, check out the Twitter handle, FlixBus is a joke. Anyways, alright.
Also check out Steve.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
Yeah. We won't tell you how to spell it because
Yeah.
we don't want people to know it's his.
Yeah.
I love that though. Oh, anyway, just trying to be vague as possible.
Yeah.
We do have to start wrapping up a lot because we're gonna run out of video time. But do we want to get Steve to plug everything he's got coming up?
Oh yeah, why not?
And then
Sure.
Yeah.
So let's see. Tomorrow night, I think I'll be at the. Well, I don't even know if this will come out, when this is going to come out, but tonight.
Well, probably the video tomorrow, Thursday.
All right,
so.
Thursday night, I'll be at the Dead Panda open mic at Blind Onion in Victorian Avenue.
It's 7.
That's also been a really cool one lately.
Yeah.
Like the past few weeks have just been phenomenal.
That one's been fun. Friday night, I'll be at the Pioneer Underground and doing a guest set. And then the following Thursday, I'll be at Alibi in Truckee for a show there. It's called Tahoe Comedy, I believe.
Yeah,
Put on
John
by John Botto.
That's
Yeah.
the one.
And then going all the way to February 28th, Friday night, I'll be co-headlining Dead Panda's comedy night at Reno Improv. So super
Heck
excited
yeah.
about that. Great
And,
comics on that. So.
If you're free Friday, maybe show up early and catch me doing some improv at
Oh,
the show. Because it's Comedy Collective at 6:30, and then what time does the...
yeah, the show starts at like 9.
Okay.
So I usually would get there at 8, but I can get there.
Yeah, it's always like first Fridays they
Yeah,
do the Comedy Collective.
sweet. Yeah, I'll come in early. Yeah.
Come see us do improv the 14th and the 15th with our improv team, Bad Horse. It's way better than on our podcast.
Just $5, Reno Improv.
Every Thursday you can catch us at the Blind Onion open mic, and we host our featured show, Comedy Slice. This month is going to be on the 20th.
Yeah.
So Luke
This
and I will be
is like
hosting that.
stacked with talent. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Lots of people.
We
And,
have
and I'll be hosting the improv open mic on the 21st, the next night. Oh, and if you're in Carson City on the 16th, come on down to Jacob Lynn's birthday party. Shout out to Jacob. We're going to roast him.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Jacob. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for having me.
Oh yeah, thanks for coming
thanks
on,
for
Steve.
awesome. Yeah. Thanks again.
No.
Yeah.
If you do you have any final thoughts on Nicolas Cage or
Yeah, anything to put a bow
yeah,
on
just
Yeah.
do you think he's attractive? Like
That's actually a good question.
Yeah.
If he's attractive, then so am I. That's all I'll say.
okay.
But I think he is. I mean, I think that he's like
In an unconventional way.
in an unconventional way. Yeah.
And especially if he has like CG abs.
Yeah, he actually
Yeah.
had real abs in this
Uh-huh.
movie called it was from like the late 80s or 90s. It was like he played a rower. He just
Oh.
rowed all the time. It was something like
Well, that'll do it.
Lake Boy or something.
Lake
Boy.
I don't know.
Sorry,
Something
Nicolas
like that.
Cage.
I don't know,
See you
something
this
like
summer.
that.
All right, thank you again,
Hey, thanks a
Steven.
lot. Yeah.
All right.
Thanks for watching. Stay sweet, everybody.
Peace.